Gregor, a ninth Six Nations in charge, Scotland head coach. How happy are you to see the back of 2025? Was it a difficult year for you?
You know, not really, to be honest. We performed well in the Six Nations in 4 out of the 5 games. One game we didn't perform well, and we feel we should have won in England, having scored 3 tries to 1. But I thought some of the performances in the Six Nations were the best I've seen from the team. Summer was great, and then we had more players in the Lions Tour than ever before, and we had a young team that went out on tour. And in November, of course it was disappointing not to beat New Zealand, but we played some of our best ever rugby that night. Argentina was very disappointing because we let slip a 21-point lead. But there's also learnings in there. Like if you were a coach only happy with wins, you wouldn't be in the game long. I know the experiences our players are getting, good and bad, will make us stronger. And I've been really pleased with and encouraged by how our team are performing, how they're transferring what we wanted from training into the game. And then when we mix up our team and we play Tonga and USA with a younger team, they deliver too. So no, I was really proud with how the players performed in 2025. The important thing is to turn those performances into more victories. That's why we're here as well. So some of those tough lessons have to come out in the Six Nations as solutions and ways for us to win in those tight games.
Your squad's picked, no debuts, but Sione's back in. What a bonus to have.
Yeah, look, this time last year we were getting the news he was out injured, and he made a real breakthrough as captain in the previous November test when we'd beaten Australia, and he played so well, and he was just growing and thriving in that captaincy role. So now, a week away, he's likely to be playing in that first game, and I just can't wait to see him lead the team out in the Six Nations. He's a brilliant leader. He's well respected by players, coaches. He drives a lot of our purpose, our emotional side of the game, and we'll need Sione and our leaders really standing up tall in Rome when we play that first game.
And Xander and Hugh back as well, which is massive, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Xander missed the New Zealand and Argentina game, but was back for Tonga right at the end, and he's played really well since then. He's been part of a really successful Glasgow team, and Xander brings so much to our team, not just his set piece, but his defence, his contact work and his ball carrying. And Hugh has hit the ground running since he came back. He's only been back the last 2 or 3 weeks, but just seeing his level of performance, his running lines, his effort off the ball has been hugely encouraging. So we do have a strong squad to select from, partly because there's so many players available, and long may that continue. But even if we do pick up injuries, we know we've got really good depth in a number of positions.
A strong squad and playing great rugby, as you say. Highest finish in the championship is 3rd. How does that sit with you, Gregor?
Well, it shows you how tough the championship is, and look, I remember a few years where we were sitting bottom and picking up the wooden spoon, but it shows you have to be at your best to get over the 5 games to be above 3rd, and in some of those occasions we played some really good rugby and had some great wins, but we haven't finished above 3rd. But that's a challenge we face now. We've got 3 away games. We're starting with a tough away game, and we have to be at that 8, 9 out of 10 for the 5 games. But I believe our players are ready to be at that level.
And Ireland, the only team you haven't beaten. How do you do that, Gregor? By the look in your eyes, says it all.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Like, Ireland away is one of the toughest challenges in world rugby right now. But yeah, all I'll ask for my team is to perform of how we were able to perform, and if that means it leads to an Ireland win, well, they've earned it. But I know if our team can play to their potential, we can be a match for anybody, and that's one that's we've not been able to get over the line. But we'll have some few battles over the next couple of years, because we're also going to be in the World Cup as well.
That's right. And finally, will 2026 be like 1999 for Scotland?
Yeah, look, it was a different tournament, wasn't it? It was 5 nations rather than 6 nations. I think that the challenge for every team this year is the condensed nature of the tournament, like 3 games back to back. I've never experienced before that in a tournament. And
Are you in favour of that?
yeah, I think actually it probably helps us because we're having 2 fallow weeks. We weren't able to keep our players and train together. So we have so many players playing in England and France. So now with just the 1 fallow week, I don't think many teams will want to train that week. So we're not going to miss out on not having a week of training. I think teams are going to have to get a bit lucky with injuries, and they're going to have to manage their 23 within games. It's always a temptation to look at that 1 game and trying to win it, but in the back of the mind you know that if you play players for 80 minutes, they're not going to perform as well in that 3rd game, so the use of the squad is going to be important. And we've seen a trend in world rugby that benches are coming on and make a difference. We're just going to make sure that from our perspective we use the squad, but we certainly believe with the players that can make a difference off the bench.
Gregor, all the best and thank you.
Thank you.